Astra is back. This buff might be a little bit too good. If you were around last time Astra had 5 stars, let's just say she was a menace.
I killed him!
So let's just jump right in and find out if her return to the top is inevitable, how the pros are playing her, and what you need to know to dominate on the new and improved controller in ranked. I'm chill and let's get into it. If you're interested in free VOD reviews, check out my Discord in the description below. These will be done live on my stream every Friday. Just make sure to read the rules and requirements before submitting your VOD. All right, back to the video. So in case you've been living under a rock for the past few days, Riot recently just added Astra's 5th star back. This change is relatively surprising considering last time Astra had 5 stars, she was absolutely dominant in ranked and pro play. As you can see here, Astra, before patch 4.04, when she got her 5th star taken away, she was just absolutely dominating in terms of the controller impact she had in pro play. The main issue at the time was the combination of having 5 stars with just insane cooldowns, which were essentially half of what they are now. You can see here the gravity well timer increased from 25 seconds to 45 seconds. Same with the Nova Pulse. Even the smokes came back faster with 14 seconds. This was essentially when Astra got nerfed into the ground. My guess is that this type of change was tested for a pretty long period of time because Riot probably didn't want to send out an extremely broken Astra again. So I'm sure there was a lot of like internal testing on changing the cooldowns back to something more reasonable. And they ultimately landed on adding the 5th star back, maybe because that is what felt the best. I think most people believe that the cooldowns would be changed instead of adding the 5th star back. And that made logical sense to me, but let's see what TMV had to say.
I, in that video, said I wouldn't buff the Astra stars. I didn't want to give Astra 5 stars back because I would be worried that people now are much better at the game and would find ways of using Astra that would be very, very strong with 5 stars. And you essentially could be impacting every single round no matter what because you had a kind of a free star to play with.
So yeah, Astra recently, before this buff in Champions, actually was getting a lot of picks from the pro players on Abyss specifically. So now you can probably guess that Astra is going to be picked a lot more frequently. So if we go to the patch notes, we can kind of see what Riot's line of thinking was when it came to changing the stars from 4 to 5. They said, given Astra has to choose between fulfilling her core duties as a controller and using her other abilities, this change gives Astra more freedom to use her other pieces of utility without sacrificing her ability to smoke throughout the round. So yeah, there you go. Basically, they wanted to give Astra more freedom to use her other abilities and not really just be a glorified smoker. So after playing Astra myself and watching a few pros play to kind of see how they're working with it, I think ultimately it was the right decision, but it does make Astra pretty strong again, regardless of the cooldown still being pretty long. It just feels less punishing to play Astra, and it feels like you have so much more flexibility when it comes to what you want to do with your stars. But enough with the history lessons, let's take a look at how the pros are playing her so you can get an idea of how to play Astra with 5 stars for yourself.
Oh my god.
Got him!
Shitter.
Concealment! Obscuring vision! Need that back. Need that back.
Hit the spike.
I'll try to break for you. Wait, what happened?
13 Gecko, Heaven. 2 Heaven. Gecko and Vice.
Last player standing.
Only 3 Gecko.
Spawn.
Pulling them in!
Ping.
Blocking vision!
One enemy remaining.
Yo!
So Cryo here kind of shows you what the benefits of having that extra star give you. And you can see that in this clip, he has 2 stars that are actually recharging right now. So that extra 5th star allowed him to place the suck around the bomb pretty much exactly when he wanted to. So he didn't have to wait for this cooldown to reappear. So that's kind of the extra, a little bit of flexibility he gets with this. And he was able to use that extra smoke to kind of give himself a way to spam the bomb while also protecting himself from the second defender going for the trade. This post plan could have gone very differently if he didn't have that extra star. That kind of gives you a general understanding of what the extra star can do for you. Now let's take a look at a clip from Boaster, who I'm sure is very excited to play the new Astra.
Flashed.
I'm falling off. He's elbow one neon. Let's go get him.
I think you have Judge or Bucky.
Blocking vision! Got it! Blasting them!
Wait for me.
He's falling off.
They're close, man.
Bring it.
He fell off. He fell off.
Nice.
Trinity.
Boost.
You're welcome.
That's looking for a gun.
One enemy remaining.
Oh my goodness, I've got so
Spike
many
down
stars,
A.
bro. We've gone to double controller. So the idea of this is stream. I'm playing it a bit differently. I'm playing very aggressive with my util because I feel like I can get away with it.
So you heard Boaster right there say that he has so many stars and he's playing more aggressively in this double controller setup because Omen can kind of just take care of the normal smokes. And now Boaster has a lot more freedom to use, you know, smokes and abilities more liberally wherever he wants on the map. And you can get pretty aggressive in that case. So now we'll take a look at another clip from Boaster on the same map, this time on attack. So you'll see that he's actually going to use a couple stars here in A main and in elbow. And this does a few things, but the main thing is that he wants to show presence over at A with a few teammates taking A main space aggressively. And this is going to force maybe the defenders to start rotating or shifting towards A. That way his teammates on B can start working up into the space and go for a plant. And the reason this works now is because since he's investing 2 whole stars here, maybe one he's going to recall and the other one he's going to use as a concuss, for example, he'll still have 3 stars left over that he can use for the B execute. Maybe a smoke here, and then a 3rd star to use kind of how he wants. And if he does end up recalling, he can use that 4th star again later in the round. So you kind of get to see how much global impact that Astra has with this many stars, and we'll take a look at how he uses it in this clip.
Knocking them.
Big boost.
That's also fine.
Recovering it.
3 on 9, 3 on 9.
Cypher market. I will smoke market. Ready?
He's in market facing.
One more.
Concealment.
Gecko spawn. Out.
I'm pushing market. Two, all there.
One enemy remaining.
He's also there.
2 seconds. Pulling them in.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh, what a fake. What a fake. It still works. Still works, even if we don't get the kill.
I think it's obvious she's not going to be as powerful as she once was, but she'll definitely rise towards the top of the controller meta along with Omen and Clove. The flexibility the 5th star gives you can have a lot of impact throughout a round, and if you know how to leverage that flexibility, you'll do pretty well in a lot of the maps in the pool. I also think she'll be a lot more forgiving to use now that before, when you had 1 extra star to use reactively, you know, it was a little bit harder to decide what to do with it, but now that you have the 2 extra stars, you have a lot more room to kind of figure out what you want to do with them. I'm really excited for this change, and if you do want to watch my Astra grind to Immortal, my Twitch is in the description. If you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like and let me know in the comments what you'd like to see from me in the future. Subscribe for more videos like this one, and check out this one next for more. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.